This is Voice of the People 90.3 FM and is the front page review of our daily newspaper. So we'll start with this very first story from the Punch this morning that says here that voters registration stranded, applicants lament, seek extension, INEC adamant. I'll read a bit of the story before analysts try to look at it and let's see what we can make of the story. Nigerians who could not register in the continuous voters registration, which ended on Sunday, have expressed frustration over the refusal of Independent National Electoral Commission to extend the exercise. The stranded applicants, in an interview with newsmen, said that they wanted to register but couldn't. The place was filled up and they waited. Some of them even said that they went there around 5 a.m. and they waited all through the day but could not register. And now, according to what we're getting here, Kano, Lagos, and a lot of other states have hundreds and hundreds of people that have not been able to register, and it's over. It ended yesterday. What do you make of this? We have a lot of people now that have not registered, and it's not their fault.
No, it's not their fault because you actually have a timeline for elections. INEC has come out with the timeline a long time ago. In fact, more than a year ago, they actually brought out all the...
It was June last year.
June last year, exactly.
Yes.
They actually said when registration will close, when parties will begin campaigns and the rest of them. But you see, there has been a lot of sensitization of late, and I think it's very good for every one of us that you find a lot of young people, you find even people that are much older, that are very interested in getting their cards and wanting to vote in this election. Why? Because we're at a point where people now understand that they have to be involved in the process, that they have to be involved in electing the next leadership so that they can have a say, and they can have a say in terms of what government does, and they can have the kind of leaders that they want, people that will make a difference in society. But the whole problem now is there's a surge at this point. INEC doesn't have the resources to actually make this work within a short time. They have to prepare for elections. And that is coming from INEC, so it's difficult not to understand their own position, and that it will take a while for them to print these cards. Ordinarily, you would say, what will it take to print cards? It shouldn't take so long, but we have infrastructure problems in this country, and we know it's a big problem. And it will be difficult for INEC to have just an unlimited timeline for these people can go on registering and the rest of them. Okay. So I think it's something that we need to look at critically. People have to have a sense of understanding that this thing has to end at some point, and that if INEC goes much further, perhaps it may just muddle up its register.
Okay. Good morning, Rufai. We have Rufai Oseni on the line this morning. Good morning to you. Good morning to you. Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? Okay. Good morning. Okay, I think we're having some issues here with the network, trying to connect with Rufai. Hello? Okay, we'll try to see if we can connect again. Hello? I can hear you now, but the studio line is... Okay, this is Voice of the People 90.3 FM. I've been trying to get Rufai Oseni, and hopefully he's going to join us. And let's move on to another story making the rounds concerning this issue of the voters' registration. We're still hoping that something can be done because the people should not be disenfranchised. Hello, good morning. Okay, finally getting you this morning. It was a bit challenging. Okay. So this before we go for another story, can you quickly just say something concerning the voters registration? that expired yesterday, which was on the 31st of July, with INEC saying that was the deadline, but many people are still complaining they were not able to register to even vote.
Has been on for a while. I think what really prompted a lot of registration was the last minute surge, where people got excited about a certain candidate that is on the ballot, and we've seen that. Have to go and get their so that they can vote. The elections process. I mean, I think that most of the world have about 60% voters voting in the past election, and the number keeps reducing. So for us to be able to change our country, we also have to go out there and register. INEC has done its best by extending the time. INEC sort of work more on the logistics. That's another part of it. But I think when they take the feedback from all of this that they have gone through in this process, then we'll be able to look forward. But a fair bit amount of people have registered. They are seeing the surge in places like Lagos and some other parts of the country. Let's say it pans out. Let's ensure that these people even get their PVC in the first place. I think the surge is going to be out by October. Then let's look forward to the elections, because campaign season pretty much starts in September and everything is on the table.
Okay, great, great. And we have another story here from the Punch newspaper. It says here, Gumi accuses federal government of messing up insurgency war. The controversial Islamic cleric and preacher Sheikh Ahmed Gumi has faulted the wrong measures of the federal government towards the Boko Haram insurgency in the north, stating that both sides of the divide committed a crime. Gumi said this in a statement on Sunday, adding that if the next president of the country followed the same trajectory, it will result in a greater insurgency. I don't know if you've heard about this, read this interview, or heard about this talk.
I mean, I saw it. Sheikh Gumi has been always responding and faulting the government and the likes. And I really want to ask, what does Sheikh Gumi truly want in all of this? You know, because I remember the time I got to engage him in an interview, and I pointedly said to him that, Sheikh Gumi, you are a captain, or you were a captain in the Nigerian army. Where does your allegiance lie? And that question threw him off balance. And that was a couple of months ago. I think Sheikh Gumi should say where he stands in all of this. We want Nigeria to defeat bandits and terrorists and all of that. If Sheikh Gumi keeps arguing the fact that it's because of what has happened in Nigeria that you have a lot of bandits and terrorists, the question is, we want peace at this point in time. And you cannot keep on, getting on the side of the bandits against the federal government. And that's not done. And Sheikh Gumi has made a lot of incendiary statements, even divide the army at many points in time in this country. And we all know that. It's on record the things Sheikh Gumi said in this country. So when he comes out to say that, I'll say to you again that his word doesn't hold water. And we have to be very truthful with ourselves. And if he's saying the federal government bungled all of this, what about the role he played? This same Sheikh Gumi said he went to the bush to talk to the bandits to repent. But they continued. This same person that went to talk to the bandits to repent is the one negotiating ransom on behalf of the bandits. All right? So it's just that we have lost leadership to a certain extent, that every Tom, Dick, and Harry just come out and makes a bold statement, and openly he's supporting those people, openly he's behind them, openly he's become a chief negotiator in chief and everything. So the question would be, why is that it's only Sheikh Gumi that the bandits reaches out to when they want ransom? Through the negotiation channel of Sheikh Gumi and Mahmoud that runs Desert Herald, the bandits have collected over 1 billion in the space of how many days? 150 days from the people they kidnapped at the AK-9 train incident. And nothing is being said about that. So if Sheikh Gumi truly loves this country, why can't he say that the bandits should release people for free without them paying hundreds of millions in ransom? Why? And we should investigate this Sheikh Gumi further. I'll call for very strong investigation. He can't come out and say, and that's why I asked him that critical question. I said, Sheikh Gumi, you served in the army, you were captain, a medical doctor in the Nigerian army. Where does your allegiance lie? Where does your allegiance lie? Now he's saying both parties that we're calling for peace. We want a total end. There is no justification for the killing of life and loss of property. There is no justification for banditry that causes a lot of pain. You know, Mahatma Mahatma Gandhi said, an eye for an eye only makes the whole world blind. And this is this injustice that Sheikh Gumi is supporting and is being in the vanguard of. And we cannot build a society this way. I think it's time to for somebody to check Sheikh Gumi, and the federal government should put their foot on the ground.
At the beginning, he was very useful in terms of negotiating with the insurgents and producing results. People were clamoring for him, but right now the question.
I'm sorry to disagree with you, Mary. It wasn't useful at the beginning. At the beginning, he started his shenanigan where he took a group of media reporters into the bush in the name of going to what's it called? Going to plead with the bandits. But what I thought he was doing was showing off their strength and their power and their capacity. I'm sort of thinking it was a PR job for the bandits. It was not. There was no usefulness in it.
Okay.
If it was useful, they should have released those people for free. They didn't release those people for free. Mary, do you know what 100 million naira is in this country as we speak today? There was no use.
Sanusi, the play. For the first time ever, Emir Sanusi will be showing simultaneously at the Ajib Recital Hall of the Musan Center, Lagos, and the Musa Yaradua Center, Abuja, in an exciting display of culture, drama, and intriguing suspense. Date is the 6th of August, and time is 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. The Lagos audience will also view another showing on the 7th of August at 4 p.m. and 6 p.m. Gate fee, 5,000 regular, 20,000 VIP, VVIP 50,000. Purchase your tickets at Terra Culture, AriaTickets.com, Kilimanjaro Maitama. Special guest of honor at both Lagos and Abuja shows is His Highness Khalifa Muhammadu Sanusi II, CON, the 14th Emir of Kano. This play is executive produced by Mufoluwake Edgar, co-executive producers Hamed Mohamed Hamed, Kola Karim, Fatima Wali Abdurrahman, Mohamed Sule, and Abdul Malik Mahdi. Powered by First Bank, Cardinal Stone, Sterling Bank, Modern Shelter Systems and Services. For inquiries, call Joseph on 0909 532 5791. Emir Sanusi, truth in time.
Supported by Voice of the People 90.3 FM.
Be there.
This is Voice of the People 98.3 FM and is a front page review of our daily newspapers. And today we are talking insecurity in the country. And before we went on a break, Rufai Oseni was just analyzing the statement made by Sheikh Gumi. But right now there is ministers, senators, reps avoid states, seek refuge in Abuja. Let me read a bit of the story. It says here that top politicians across party divides, including National Assembly members, have said the worsening insecurity across the country pose a major threat in their re-election bid. And Daily Sun learned that ahead of the flag off of their campaign next month, which is next month, the fear of being attacked, kidnapped, or killed has forced many politicians, especially those resident in the FCT, Abuja, to suspend movement to their villages, their states, their constituency. They are trying to seek refuge in Abuja, leaving the rest of us here, yes, in our villages, in our states, and people that want to rule us, people that want to be elected into the Senate. And we, what do you make of this, Obed?
You know, the last week, I think the Minister for Information said something that was a little bit off the mark for me, because he's a public official. He should actually speak in terms that actually give hope and show the seriousness of government. When he was asked about the threat by the terrorists who abduct the president, he said it is laughable. There are so many things in this country that you look at are laughable, but they're not laughable at all. What happened in Abuja over the past few days or weeks have been very, very benumbing. For a lot, you could hide from anyone, you know, you are far removed from your locality and you can stay there. But Abuja is not safe anymore. And if anybody tells you that Abuja is safer than Lagos, the person is lying. I can show you that Abuja is not even safer than my village, Ugoto, in Delta State. Because the attack on the military post at Zuma Rock, the other one at Buhari, the one on the presidential guards, and then some other things you've been seeing on the road. You see images of people being attacked on the airport road, the road to international airport. Tells you that Abuja is actually a very dangerous place to stay. Even now, somebody was telling me yesterday, who came from Abuja, a friend of mine, he said that if you look the way Abuja is configured, you have a feeling that the whole city is ringed around now by terrorists. They have their cells all over the place, from all the entry points into Abuja, whether you come by air or you come by road. So it's really sad. But it also speaks to the way politicians look at their people. Now, if you are running for elections in 2023 and you are living in Abuja, you are running away from your state, how are you going to run your campaigns? So definitely you are running your campaigns by this in proxy. People are going to go out, perhaps buy votes for you, or maybe speak to people on your behalf. That doesn't cut at all. You'll expect people who represent the people to actually go back home, stay with them, understand their problems, live with them, and be able to intervene wherever they can in line with their mandate on behalf of the people. So it's a sad thing on two fronts that people are abandoning their post. Governors, a lot of the governors in the south, they don't stay in their states anymore. A lot of them live in Abuja. Lagos is no longer good enough for them. They love the father Abuja as its wide roads and looks like you are very close to the seat of power at the center. And let's let us do. So we are going to find chairmen and councillors to run to Abuja. Then ask yourself that your local government chairman, everywhere you see, they say the man is living somewhere in Gwari.
Interesting. Rufai Oseni, I don't know if you've been listening to the conversation. We are talking about something in the news concerning our ministers, House of Rep members, and living in Abuja, saying it is safer to be in Abuja than in other states of the Federation.
Those was not joking. Is Abuja safe? You see, we deceive ourselves so much in this country. The day we stop deceiving ourselves, we will have a better country. The same Abuja, they are having real activity of the military going on to flush out bandits that have encircled most parts of the capital. Is that what you call safe? And why should they go to Abuja? And that's why we keep calling for restructuring. Nobody should be going to the Federal Capital Territory and nest himself there when his state is on fire. Go back to your state and run your state. And that's why we say, I look forward to that, where we will take most power off Abuja. Where Abuja will just be just like another place. The center of activity will be in people's states so that they will be close to development. And that's what we want. In the 60s, Ibadan was center of development because it was the capital of the Western region. Other parts of the country, Enugu was the same in the southeast, in the eastern region. So we must constantly go back to that, and that's it. And because when people are trying to nest themselves in Abuja at the expense of people suffering insurgency and insecurity in other parts of the country, it's a reflection of their failure as people. Leaders are supposed to provide solution. Ministers are supposed to administer. So the question is, what are we doing to stem the tide of insecurity that has become a behemoth, that has become an hydra-headed monster, rampaging every sector of our economy? And that today there are high security alerts all over the country. This is the time for leadership to stand tall and not go to nest themselves in Abuja. Nothing assures you of safety in any part of the country today because we have not done the hard work of restoring trust and putting safety and putting appropriate measures in place to ensure that Nigerians are safe.
Okay.
And you know how you do that? You do that through leadership. So the day you do leadership right, you will not have to run away from bandits.
Let's take some calls right now. Numbers to call is 0700 903 903 903. That's a number that you can call now to be part of the program. You've heard a few stories that we've been talking about here concerning insecurity, concerning voters registration. Hello, good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Hey, Ambassador Mushba, good to have
How are
you.
you doing?
I'm doing great.
Good morning to everybody. I'm fine. Good morning to everybody. Happy New Month.
Hey, same to you.
Yeah. So let me just touch on what you are just discussing this morning. Talk about the voter registration card.
Yes.
Yes, I think it's better it comes ahead right now because if you allow this voter registration card till 1-2 years more, some people will still complain. No doubt about that. No, every day by the people complain. You have to make it when sun is shining. I believe we don't that because of the registration, that's why they are not be able to just do what they need to do. No, they should just focus on how to calculate with him. If any coming government can follow the step of this government, go to. The reason is that why Gumi is around today, because the government has failed. He should have been arrested. Yes, because he didn't say that himself. Because if the government do the needful, Gumi could not be a free man this time around. And most of them, it should be used intelligence. I don't know if intelligence gathering information on this country. They have failed us. On the senators who are afraid of Abuja, they should go to Abuja because they say Abuja really obey. They should go there. They don't come here. All they should say because all they cause is the awareness is good. They are there. When it's like this, they should go and do their campaign. No, we want to push them back. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you, Ambassador Mujba. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call this morning. Hello. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Is this John Legend?
Yeah, this is John Legend calling.
Okay, thank you for calling. Talk to us this morning.
Yeah. I heard one news this morning that one of the Boko Haram was caught in Ogun State. Is it true?
I didn't get that.
So one of the guys that break that Kuje prison was caught in Ogun State. I heard it over one station this morning.
Okay.
Is it true?
It's not being confirmed yet.
And I believe is saying it till now that the important thing in these security issues is that let them change the IG. Let them use another person not from that Hausa tribe. Because I remember when Good Luck was on stage, when Boko Haram came out,
yes,
he fought these people. Even most of the Hausa people say, this is a revenge of a Biafran war, this is a revenge. He fought them. The Nigerian military are the best in land fight. Not this time I'm hearing that they are taking over. Something is wrong somewhere. They should change that man, that particular man that is controlling this army. They should change him. Let them give it one. Maybe probably they should go outside the country and bring another person. Even this election we are about to do this day, if they can employ an outsider, you will see a free and fair election. You cannot tell me that you bring somebody from North, the Northern man will agree that an Igbo man or a man to take over. It is not possible. It can't be. Our mentality has not gone to that. We are not from other European countries that practice democracy. We are practicing what is not democracy at all. And precisely, these same people since 1999 are still the cabals ruling this country. The cabals that have been there, the ministry that have been there since, are still the people, and they are still the people ruling with their own cabals. The same group of people from the independent of Nigeria are still the same people on seat. So if these people can change and you change them, then we get a new Nigeria. If you cannot change these people, there will be no new Nigeria. I know what I'm saying. Thank you. Good morning to everybody.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for your contribution, John Legend. Number to call is 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call in this morning to be part of the program. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. My name is Onaefe.
Okay. From where?
Yeah, from Lagos.
Okay.
I'm on my way to work tomorrow.
Okay, talk to her.
Yeah, is it on the issues on ground? Number one, in respect of the INEC registration, let's make justification for inefficiency in the government. Why do I say so? Now, you said registration, but at this point and this age, should registration be something that is time? So when you want to get ATM for your bank account, do they give you a time for everybody to come to the bank to get ATM? Don't you just walk in and get the ATM?
Yes.
So why should we have a date for somebody to go and register? Okay, what of the people that will turn 18 after they close the registration date before the election? What will they do? They will give them another date. It should be a continuous process. So why are we encouraging efficiency? Why don't we address the issues? That is where our problems are. We always support inefficiency. Why should NINEC at this time, 2022, be saying that a certain time before you can? It should be something that you can walk in, you do, you go away, and the next day you come, you collect. Now, all of us that we registered during since they started this program, We have not gotten anything to say, come and collect your PVC. So when are we going to collect it? They will give us a date again. And everybody will now rush there. And then at the end of the day, they will say, crowd is too much, so people do not collect their own. Everything is just an orchestrated stage, whereby everything to work towards making rigging and all. If you truly and sincerely you want to make a change, make the change, please. Let these people make the change and stop all this political wood that they are doing.
Thank you so much.
On the bandit or whatever the man they are talking about.
Gumi.
Well, we all know that we are all just deceiving ourselves in respect of that this issue. There is no way that something will happen in one side and the next second everybody will be apprehended, the ring leader will be abducted. Then it will happen on another side and they say they are not reachable. Praying that God should give us someone that will make a change, a positive change. Because some of us still want one Nigeria that we grew up to know, and we still want it.
Thank you
so much. Still pray for it.
Thank you so much for your contribution. Thank you. Number to call is 0700 903 903 903. The voters registration ended yesterday, which was the 31st of July. Do you think that the date should have been extended? Hello? Can you turn down the volume on your radio? Hello, can you turn down the volume on your radio set? When you call us, ensure you turn down the volume on our radio set before we can hear you and know what you're saying. So the question this morning is, should the voters registration continue? Okay, better. Talk to us.
Hello.
Hello, good morning. Yes.
Yes, I want to contribute on the final voters registration that was stopped.
Okay, what's your name and where are you calling us from?
My name is George. I'm calling from Moshi.
Okay.
Yeah, my take on it is that this voters registration stuff should be a continuous stuff. Okay, you don't deny people of their rights. It should be like earlier callers have said, well put. The provision should have been you walk in, you get registered, you come back tomorrow and collect your card. That is transparency. But the way everything is being done, there are still loopholes for manipulation. So that's just it. I pray we'll get it right. I pray. Thank you and good morning too.
Good morning. We really hope so, because a lot of people really wanted to register. I know of people that went there severally. They wanted to register, but they couldn't.
Yes, I know.
You know, they go there very early in the morning, go there, wait all day. They'll tell them that the system has some issues. They'll wait and nothing will happen. They were not able to register. Let's.
Good morning.
Good morning. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Okay, I'm calling from NMPC.
Okay, talk to us.
Yes, about the PVC.
Yes.
The last two callers. I think they beat what's it called? Bank.
The ATM. Yeah, getting an ATM.
BPN. When they introduced BPN.
Okay. Yes. Yes, I remember.
Yeah, it was like go to the bank and get it, and to a point, it was everybody getting it anyhow. No more. And once you turn it, or once you're getting there, you get it. The BVM, PVC, and they have the NIN. I don't think Nigeria has upgraded their standard. But they are still at the backstage. I don't know why somebody will have to fight to get NIN. At the same time, they are paying for it. Something that you have to do in your house. Now, coming to PPC.
Yes.
You start the project and you tell me you do it now and get it in 4 months' time. And you have a time range that you're running it. Between now and now, we are going to prepare it. This is just backwardness. And I think everything that we are doing is not paying. We really need change. And I think these people that are in this government are doing nothing about it. That's for the PVC. Yeah, for me or whoever that guy.
Yes, Gumi, yes.
I don't know what government is doing. If that man was one time a military and he's now a kind of middleman between the bandits and what's it called, and the government, and they are suing him. People are dying. Hundreds have been kidnapped. Billions of naira have been paid for ransom. And everything is just happening. The government is still negotiating. This man knows where the people are. Then something is wrong somewhere. These people are not telling us the truth. Now, thank God he has gotten to Abuja. They are the one not facing it. Then I think they have to wake up now because it's now in their nose. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. We have in-house, let's not forget we have in-house a journalist and a writer, Obed, and we've been talking about the INEC situation, people not being able to register yet, and it's over, ended yesterday, and also what Gumi had to say concerning insecurity, saying it has to do with, we should blame the government and also blame the people. He's been negotiating with the terrorists, and we have another caller. Okay, after this, we'll talk. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you. Good morning to you. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
My name is Kabiru Ahmed. I'm calling you from Sultan Islam.
Okay, talk to us. Okay, we've lost the call. You were about to say something.
Yes, I was saying that people actually assume that getting a PVC card
is
like getting an ATM card. It's not the same.
Okay, good.
You are dealing with two different institutions. The public sector is naturally inefficient. The private sector is more efficient. You go to a bank, you want to get a temporary debit card. They give you in probably an hour. You get it, you go out. But in this case, you are dealing with people that are very complex. There are people within that mix who are seeking power, who can manipulate the system, who have to be able to go and register again. I will give you a case. There's a neighbor of mine who works in a public school. She registered first in Ogba. He went to the school, and the state government said, all of you must go and register. So they shepherded them to go and register. So people have been forced in some cases. I can assure you, they have been forced in some cases to say, go and register, just go and get more cards. And they will have to look and clean up it will take time. Okay. It will take time. So if you make it perhaps very close to election, and then we say, look, I'm sorry, this whole thing is not just possible. I believe that people should be a little bit rational. Perhaps we can say, can we get 2 more weeks and massive deployment? But then you ask yourself, to actually deploy and get this thing done in 2 weeks will be tough. So I believe we may just have to stick. In my view, actually, this has been going on for a long time. Just that people like to do last minute. Okay. And so
just hold the talk. We have a caller here on the line. Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you, Mary.
Yes, good morning. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Okay, my name is John.
Okay, go ahead. Talk to us.
I'm calling from Yaba. Okay. So, honestly, there's one angle that this thing gives me worry. I don't know if the government of the day, I need your analyst, Obed, Awowide, and Rufai Oseni to help us analyze this. Does the government of the day have pleasure? Do they derive any pleasure? Certain basic and minor things, that should make the country move forward in terms of this voter card. See the queue, see the punishment. And there's something I want to say. Last week, somewhere at Ijesha, there was a Catholic church where they were doing the registration. You won't believe, men of some kind of people came and scattered that area, threw away and just to disrupt that and said they were very sure the vote is going for a certain, maybe a certain candidate at the end of the day.
Yes.
So I look at NIM, you suffer to get it. Nigerians go through hardship and I don't know what they gain. That's my worry. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Obed is here. He's going to talk on that. Hello, let's take this call. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. My name is again. I called earlier. I just want to quickly respond to Mr. Obed.
Okay.
Just for him to know that what we're talking about here, we are talking about we are in a computer age.
Yes,
we are not in analog age. So what he is saying that yes, we know that some people they are scrupulous people. They want to manipulate the system. That's why all you need to do, the bank too. People want to manipulate the banking system to issue an ATM card on another person's account and go and collect money. So you need to put in security system in place, algorithm in place that will check if you have registered before. Immediately they are putting your details, it will flag it. That is all the whole essence of these things. And even this gathering everybody at a particular time put a strain on the system. And that's why at times they will get to somewhere, they say the machine is hot, it's not good, they need it to cool down.
No
because you have put a strain on the system. Or no network. But if you make it something, okay, like mine, I did my registration to a point online. Only for me to get there, they want to start all back. I said, but I've done it online to up to this point. They say I should do this, do that, I've attached all those things. All you need to do, I'm here, ask for verification and verify it, and then sync it to that. But they started almost from the beginning again. So those are the lapses we are talking about. We should not, and this is what I said, that we should not be encouraging efficiency. We should let them know, so that maybe they might not know. So let them know so that they can work on it. That's all.
Thank you. Thank you so much. A caller, John, that called from Yaba, I think he was saying that why is the system trying to frustrate Nigerians? You want to get NIM, you know the stress you go through. Now you want to register, the stress you go through. Was 1 year even enough? Because I started June last year.
Yes.
Was it even enough for people to register? No. A country like Nigeria with the million, the population, giving just 1 year to register, knowing that the public sector has a lot of things. We don't have all the infrastructure.
Well, the system doesn't work. We all know from time. If the promise is that you have a responsible government that will tackle the inefficiency in the system. But you see, over time, you never have a system.
Yes.
We used to drop theirs and do some other thing. So I think the most important thing actually is for government, yes, to say, okay, let us ramp up capacity. But how do you do that within a melee of inefficiency? How do you get it done? It's really a pitiable thing to find people that have gone. I watched videos of people that went to register.
I know of people that really tried, but they couldn't. Hold the talk. We have a caller here. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Hello, good morning. You're on. This is Voice of the People. Yeah. What's your name? Where are you calling us from?
My name is Frank. I'm talking from Ikeja.
Okay. Talk to us.
I'm talking about insecurity.
Okay.
One thing is very clear. The insurgents or the terrorists terrorizing all Nigeria, all the key service chiefs, military commanders, police, they are Fulani. The president is Fulani. How do you think this problem will be solved? Because these people work hand in hand. Are there any other Nigerians that can handle security fight? We keep deceiving ourselves until we come to the reality that we are being ruled by a single tribe that does not serve the interest of the majority of Nigerians on mind. We are deceiving ourselves. Until they decentralize these things or let the president resign, we will not get away from this problem. Insecurity will never go. That is my own position.
Thank you for that. What about the PVC registration? Do you have anything to say concerning that?
PVC registration is a waste of time. There is no way these people will hand over to a non-Fulani man. Obi is wasting time. The same thing with Buhari. To me, it's a waste of time. That is the truth.
Okay, thank you so much for your contribution. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Okay. The number to call is 0700 903 903 903. This is the Voice of the People, 90.3 FM, and it's the Front Page Review. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, ma.
Yeah, can you turn down the volume on your radio?
I've done that.
Okay, great. Talk to us. What's your name? Where are you calling us from?
This is over there.
Okay.
I'm calling from Balaga.
Okay, talk to us then.
Nigerian government is said Mazen Nandekan is the one that is terrorizing the nation. But God will judge. God will judge. God will judge. Let's watch and see what will happen. Thank you.
Okay, I didn't really quite make what you said. We're talking about insecurity in Nigeria and also the voters registration that has ended already. That's what we are looking at this morning. What's your take? concern, because a lot of Nigerians are complaining that they've been disenfranchised because they've made attempts, but that could not happen. But our in-house analyst just said something that this is a public sector, and we have the private sector. If it was a private sector now, it's okay. They have what it takes to make sure that they can collate this registration and bring out something useful at the end of the day. But for government, that that is time based, that we have a lot of inadequacies in the system. So, but my question is, was 1 year?
What do we do?
Enough? That is why we are here. That is why we are analyzing.
1 year is not. 1 year is not.
We have the millions of people,
Yeah,
millions.
There are millions of people. But let me tell you, a lot of people will not do registration until the last minute. There are a lot of people that were not interested in this election, in elections at all. I think it was just, I will tell you, I think it's the momentum that came. Peter Obi won. Then, of course, the fact that you have people disappointed with leadership over the last few years,
yes.
And they are saying that, look, let's just need something new. We just cannot have this. That's why people are pumped. And this whole thing, this whole rush started from probably March, April. As soon as the election started and people saw that.
But for a working government,
Yes.
they would have been able to understand these people, that most Nigerians, they don't usually come out at first. They wait for almost, so they should have understood these people and know how to go about it.
Go through your line again, a working government. Now, you look at that, there's something that came out yesterday that I wanted to mention.
Yes.
It was the headline of The Guardian, and it's the most poignant headline that actually speaks to our current relation. You know what it says?
You know what?
Bottom imminent. It says everything about what we are going through. The whole problems of not having things solved in the educational sector, in the security, and the rest of them, and even in the public sector, because INEC is about public sector efficiency. Now, if you say INEC, keep on going. Now, people keep registering till about September, and then INEC tries to clean up in probably 1 or 2 months.
No, can't they? So you're telling me they have to wait for the election to expire before they will start cleaning up? Do you have to wait for everybody before you start cleaning up? So you should have, as people are registering, you are cleaning up, so people can make it easy. Look, for a government that wants people to actually vote, make it easy.
I agree with you. For a government that actually wants people to vote, we should be voting electronically. We should be doing registration.
What about those in diaspora?
Yes,
people
we
in diaspora now. We should.
We have failures that we actually reason that the last 7 years would have corrected, because everybody was disappointed with Jonathan's government. Let me say, a lot of people were.
Yes.
And say, okay, you have people that are speaking more intelligent, speaking.
Yes,
not
acting.
Not acting intelligently.
Yes.
Speaking more intelligently, and that these people are going to turn it. And then we found that we were stuck in the same position. Nothing has happened.
Nothing has really changed.
At all. Is this change? Things have gotten worse. We are in a system where we
voted for the change.
Yeah, we voted for the change. And what will happen? In 2019, people say, change the change. And I say, no, leave us with the change. But yeah, I really feel sorry for a lot of people that have not rested. I make it a point of duty in my household. Once my son turned 18 in March, I told him, go and register. He registered. He's gone there, he did his capture. So, you see, it's about civic responsibility. It's for every one of us. The whole idea that this thing must be done and say, okay, please come on and get it done. It's civic responsibility. You do what you have to do when you have to do it. But a lot of people will wait and say, please extend it for me.
Are you trying to blame the people that have not voted?
No, I'm not blaming them, because there are some of them that are just turned of age. Yes. And there are others that had difficulties. It's true. There are a lot of areas in this country that have difficulties, I understand. Yeah. You live in Lagos, you are actually privileged. Light, you have communication, you have things like that. So it's not blaming them. It's just that we have a very difficult system. We say, let us take it one at a time. Difficult. A lot of people will not register, because if you tell INEC, if they compel INEC now to say, INEC say, okay, go ahead, register people. INEC will say, look, I'm sorry, the register came, we couldn't do it, and we're going
Hello,
back to
good morning.
Yeah, we have a caller on the line. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. My name is Chinedo, calling from Rome.
Okay, talk to us quickly, because we're almost rounding off.
Okay, for my own, anybody that will win this presidential election,
yes,
what I want is that you people should try to make that Nigeria do not have ID. If we have even need voter card,
there is a serial number they will give to everybody. That number cannot be the same with another person. You
Yes.
can use it to vote. So that is the problem we have. If you have ID, they will not use for voting, going to look for your voters card and this. We don't use it to vote. That is what I'm praying for. If we can have the government that can do it for us to have ID. Like me now in the room, I have ID. Then in my ID, I cannot do something twice because it will show.
Okay, thank
So
you.
that is
Thank
what
you. Thank you very
that is
much.
what I want.
Thank you very much for your contribution. Thank you. And also a big thank you to everybody that's called in on the program this morning. We'll be here again tomorrow by 7 o'clock on the front page review. A big thank you to a journalist and a writer, Obed, and also to Rufai Oseni. My name is Mary Onaefe at Debbie, and God willing, tomorrow we'll be here.